Semana Buena. So we are in the month of Adar. There is a midrash that says that when Haman wanted to designate a time where they're going to inflict or begin the plan of trying to eradicate the Jews, they put something called a pur, which is some sort of raffle or lot with the various different months of the year. And they said, let's see which month is the lucky month or the blessed months for us to begin our mission of going ahead and going and tackling after all the Jews under our empire. And they saw that it was the month of Adar. Haman, the Midrash says, was very happy because the month of Adar is the month of Dagim, the month of fish. And Haman says, look, this is great. This means that we're definitely going to be successful, because just like the fish in the ocean, the fish in the sea, the greater one, the larger one, goes ahead and consumes and eats the smaller one. It's just the order of nature. We're a greater nation. We're outnumbering them. We're bigger and stronger in many means and measures. And we're going to win. This is a good bracha for us. This is a good omen for us. And this is definitely the month and we have to go. And the Midrash says that there was a bat kol, that's some sort of spiritual awakening voice that in Shamayim, heavenly, that if we could hear it, it would say, Haman, you're so funny. You think that it only goes that way, it also goes the other way. Sometimes fish are eaten, but sometimes the same fish that are eaten, they're also the fish that can also eat other fish. So you're not dealing with a good month for you. And Rabbi Benchlouch explains, he says, when you open up a fish after it ate or consumed another fish, how should the smaller fish be placed inside the bigger fish? Well, if it's going in and eating the smaller fish, then the tail of the smaller fish should be aligned with the tail of the larger fish, because it just ran after it and caught it and ate it, right? So then it sits there, it kind of gets stuck in the cavity somewhere of the intestines, and it's there. And if you are able to fish it out from the ocean before it consumes the smaller fish, then you'll see it that way. But that's not how we find the fish inside the intestines of the bigger fish. We find it the other way, that normally the head of the smaller fish is towards the tail of the bigger fish. That means that the fish trying to go ahead and finding a prey and trying to find it doesn't necessarily catch the one that it was going after. The one that it was going after got away, and there's some fish that was spacing out and wasn't paying attention, and he got in the way and he got caught. Meaning Hashem is going to put the prey in your mouth. You're not going to decide who you're getting. Hashem is going to decide who's the winner, who's the loser, who's the oppressor, who's going to be caught, who's going to be bait. And that is exactly the month of Adar. Yes, Adar is fish, and the larger ones consume the smaller ones. But also within that, if we go underwater and we see the beautiful, miraculous events that occur with all the fish, and we're going to see that there's a lot of emunah, that you could be going and toiling after something specific in particular, but that's not ultimately what you're going to get at the very end. You're going to get what Hashem wants you to get. And therefore, Haman, you think you have a plan, you have a regime, you have a whole system, you're going to get the Jews. Not up to you. It's up to Hashem. You can decide, you can try, you can plan, but HaKadosh Baruch Hu is going to decide. And that's the month of Adar. V'nafochu, everything comes and is reverted and turned around to the blessing that Hashem wants us to have, to the success and degree that Hashem prepares for us. And the whole differentiation is how we prepare ourselves for that, how we believe and trust Hashem in that, and the bracha will arrive. Baruch Adonai L'olam. Amen. Good morning. Thank you all for a beautiful minyan.